wonder why you went second? Because alphabetically, Moffitt comes before Sanders.
You were smart.
Trish twisted my arm. To introduce our next member of the Hall of Fame, Paul Moffitt, is his head coach at Sylvania Southview, Alex Clarkson.
When Paul asked me to introduce him, he didn't tell me I'd be following 3 Sanders in a row. And of course, you have gone from the speech side of things to the debate side of things. So there's absolutely no way. Thank you. Appreciate the love. There's no way that I can be anywhere near as effective a speaker as Trish, even on my best day. And really, in high school, I didn't have a speech or debate team. There was no forensics at my school, so I had to join mock trial. And I was an attorney, and I think that my ability, my acute ability, I might add, to object is not really going to be much use here today. And also, to be perfectly honest, as ironic as this might be, I get a little bit nervous talking in front of large groups of people, which is why I'm a speech coach. So instead of giving my own speech, I've decided that today I am going to do what I do best, OHSSL time. And I'm going to let those people that Paul trained do what they do best. Calling to the stage, speaker 131 on AF and 143 on NEG.
Opponent ready? Judge ready?
Yes.
Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. It is because I agree with Benjamin Franklin that I affirm the resolution, resolved, Paul Moffitt ought to be inducted into the OHSSL. Mr. Moffitt has been a debate coach for 19 years at Sylvania Southview High School and is an executive committee member for the OHSSL. He is a dedicated coach with over 10 national qualifiers and too many state qualifiers to count. As one student I spoke with said, he deserves this award more than I can put into words, but I'm going to try. Contention 1, contributions to the OHSSL. As a member of the executive committee, Mr. Moffitt has been dedicated to improving the speech league. A fellow executive committee member said, Paul saw the need to move us into the computer age when most of us were still wandering lost in the land of paper products and went in quest of the best possible program, tracking Ben Stewart down in the wilds of Illinois, capturing him, and bringing him back to work on a great program for the OHSSL. He has also helped new coaches to develop. One young coach describes Mr. Moffitt as a patient, lifelong teacher who extensively explained everything about coaching Lincoln Douglas debate when the new coach was lost. Although you may not see Mr. Moffitt at a tournament, he's behind the scenes, often keeping tab running smoothly. That is never more evident than during the 2-day Sylvania Invitational, where he has been the key to a successful debate tournament for years. Contention 2, impact on his students. Mr. Moffitt is a highly ethical coach and teaches his debaters to respect others. One coach told me, there is no other team my kids would rather lose a ballot to than Paul's debaters, for they know they have debated a great round. Mr. Moffitt emphasized the spirit of collaboration in both Lincoln Douglas debate and policy debate. His coaching style? Ask challenging questions and let the debaters come up with the answers, thus constructing the arguments themselves. He is so dedicated to the team and helps any debater, novice or experienced. As one student said, I remember Mr. Moffitt for his willingness to work with any team member. I concur. When I qualified to the national tournament in Congress, he spent countless hours working on speeches with me, though he did not coach the event. Mr. Moffitt's coaching attitude has made quite a lasting impression. One debater's last loss his senior year really upset him, but after talking with Mr. Moffitt, the student said, quote, he He then realized it was not about winning. My experience with debate has impacted my life after graduation. That's more important than any plaques on my wall. Although Mr. Moffitt does not value winning as being most important, his accomplished debaters, who have won large tournaments and gone to states and nationals, attest to his ability as a coach. To close, I would like to share with you what almost every debater I talk to remembers. Before an important round, such as a final round, a debater asks something like, "What do I need to make sure I do and don't do during this round?" Mr. Moffitt would simply respond, "Go win." He meant that you have worked so hard preparing for this that you should not focus on the small details. He showed his complete confidence in you just when you needed it. I now stand open for cross-examination and points of clarification.
So your case outlines a lot of things that Mr. Moffitt has done for other people, and that's fantastic, but I'm interested in personal examples. Please tell me, if you can, what it is Mr. Moffitt has done for you personally.
Well, like I mentioned in my constructive, Mr. Moffitt helped me a lot during my preparation for the national tournament. But beyond that, Mr. Moffitt has kind of always been a mentor to me. He's always had full confidence.
That's sufficient, thanks. You might be an isolated example. I mean, how many people do you think he's really impacted in his coaching career?
Well, like I said, Mr. Moffitt has been coaching for over 19 years, or 19 years actually. He has coached too many students to count, and he's set numerous tournaments at the national tournament. And besides, I don't really think it's necessarily about numbers. I can't really give you a specific mathematical number, but he's served beyond just being a coach. He's a friend to other coaches as well as to his students.
That's good. No further questions.
Would you like prep time?
No, thanks. Today I negate the resolution. Resolved. Paul Moffitt ought to be inducted into the OHSSL Hall of Fame with two areas of contention: coaching length and coaching impact. Contention one, coaching length. Let's be honest, I mean, Mr. Moffitt's only been coaching for 19 years. I'm 21 years old now. I could have been coaching for 19 years at this point. You want to see me getting inducted in the OHSSL. Contention 2, coaching impact. Okay, 19 years seems a little bit longer to some of you than it does to me. That's okay. That's what contention 2's for. I mean, look, what can somebody really accomplish as a high school debate coach? I mean, sure, he's been teaching students to think and speak clearly for 19 years. And I'll give you the fact that a lot of students, and maybe even some coaches, wouldn't be quite where they are without the help of Mr. Moffitt. And I'll even throw in the fact that he really cares about his students outside of debate tournaments, which is something that's pretty cool. But what really counts in today's debate, and why you should vote neg, is. So why you should vote neg? All right, I can't do it. Judge, my opponent's right. Mr. Moffitt really has earned his entrance into the OHSSL Hall of Fame, and as Henry Wadsworth Longfellow put it so eloquently, fame comes only when deserved, and then is as inevitable as destiny, for it is destiny. And Judge, even at this point, my ballot flow is affirmative.